and making the mouth a lot more intense and confident. That's obviously something we set in motion with the rest of the Kodo lineup, but we resisted, and there were many versions, we resisted the application of the winged trim that's been so prominent on Mazda 3, CX-5, Mazda 6. We resisted that because someone got the car dirty. We resisted that because we just felt like it needed to be pure. That degree of chrome had no place on a car so pure as this. So we went back to a more traditional mouth shape, but obviously a lot more sporty and intense and aggressive. The next thing I want to point out, all the cars will come with full LED headlighting and fully LED daylight running and fog lamp signature. This is important because you can see that the lighting size is impossibly slim. And that's, again, a key part of giving the car the character and making it a little bit of an exaggeration of the rest of our lineup. And really tying in a lot to the original car. I know the original car had pop-up lamps, but if you remember the little oval, you know, which was probably similar in size for the indicator, really was part of the character of the car. And I think that was so very important to the signature of the original car. We really wanted to get back to that.
Sweet.
In terms of Kodo design and the surfacing, so much of this ties in with the volumes, tension of these surfaces, very taut, very lean, trying to keep the car from being too puffy. I think that is a big part of what makes the car so contemporary. I talked earlier about the prominent fender. This really sets up the entire car. It has its peak.
Delicious.
And then shoots down really sheer and then shoots down all the way back to the rear fender. Really important detail. I talked about the header being in black. All the cars will come like this, and we really started this trend with the SEMA cars that we did, where we found by painting this out black, it reduced the height of the car. It made the cabin of the car look farther rear, giving it even more of that classic proportion. And just contemporary and cool. And
Tasty.
So it kind of stuck with us all the way through the program. I'm so happy about that. I talked about the low belt line. This kind of accentuates the high front fender and then kind of bottoms out in this area and then peaks up around the rear fender. You'll notice that essentially the body side of the car has no lines on it. And this is really, really important because A, I think to respect the original car and try to be a modern vehicle that has a timeless quality, we needed to keep the car very simple and very clean and very pure. So there's really no line work, but what you probably don't see in here, but you'll see outside later.
Fantastic.
Tremendous work that went into the volumes of the surfaces, controlling the highlights through here, and then as you come through the back of the car, the highlights fall, and then there's a really interesting, we call it kind of a hip line here. Tension, it creates tension, draws your eye to the rear fender, and then follows out to give that energy.
Divine.
Really, really important detail, and I think a totally original aspect of this car, and a real departure from the prior generation vehicles. But again, classic silhouette from the side view, but with a completely
delicious,
completely contemporary. Earlier, the taper. This is something that we worked a lot on and had a lot of different variations of
delicious.
The car. You'll see it has this very dramatic top view. And what I mean by that
Crush.
is the volume of the car really pulls in. The taillights are really far in the rear, just kind of a few feet apart. And that really